YouTube, what's up? So the body is solidified breath. All objects are solidified breath. Um, of course, the yin and the yang is the breath. That is the manifestation pump. That is the giveth and the taketh that creates everything. So life itself is about getting back to that breath. That's the source of all manifestation. So if you allow the breath to catch you, then you can step back from that place where you're beneath the yin and yang, like I always say, beneath the pendulum, to where you're constantly trying to compensate and make up. That's the doing. That's the doing. That's where you're trying to react to life. Life is perfect, so you're watching the pendulum go back and forth, and then you're trying to compensate for life itself, and that just creates more of a mess. Because every action that you create, or every action that you make, or reaction, we should call it a reaction. All these movements from this life are the reactions to the dreams. The dreams are the actions that spark this life. This is the slow motion dream. So as you do things to compensate, when the pendulum swings, out of fear, out of pride, out of trying to preserve this idea of self, when you do that, you actually destroy yourself, because ultimately you have to. It's just going to be a process that's conscious or a process that's unconscious and painful. So whenever you make these moves to try to counter these things in life because you feel as though something in life is wrong or incomplete, all those moves that you make have to be cleaned up. So again, the common ground for angels here, and which is demons. We're all demons. Angels in 3D are demons. So yeah, again, yeah, we're solidified breath. Breath means spirit. So spirit is energy. So solidified or slowed down breath is what the body is. So the body is, it's an angle of light. It's a prism of light. So, we wanted a body to feel feelings, to feel separation. So that's the common ground, is that this is the lust plane to come in to lust the body. So that is the initial common ground of lust or pride. Because someone wanted to, I shouldn't say someone, or however you want to look at it, wanted to adjust something, felt like something wasn't perfect and wanted to tamper. So you wanted to be seen, to adjust, to have pride, to be praised in hell, to serve in hell instead of reign in heaven. I mean, to reign in hell instead of serve in heaven. So you rather reign here. So you can play with the compensation game. You play with that, the will, the personal will, which has a cap on it. But since you're coming from that state, it depends on your state of consciousness, how far you're falling from. But if you're falling from a high place, then you're coming down and just playing with the body, playing with other people's bodies, and just experiencing that and falling in love with your energy. That's what a lot of it is too. A lot of that's what a lot of sex is in general too, because you fall in love with your energy, you cycle it through people, and then you become proud of your energy, and then again, yeah, you want to tamper with things. So people are forcing children, which is just a fragmentation of their own energy. So again, this is causing more and more of a supposed need for compensation, but really the only thing that you need to do is allow the breath to catch you and allow life to fix itself and step out the way of it. But the more that you don't breathe, the more that you'll panic, and the more that you'll tamper, and the more that you'll slip further into the quicksand, because everything is perfect. That's what you need to realize. So, but my main point, I guess, would be like that, since this common ground of lust is here for all people, there's really no way anybody can judge one lust above or below another one, because everyone obviously wanted a body to experiences with, or separation, this illusion of separation with, and they wanted to experience drunkenness, because that's what it is. It's drunk off pride, and then that's why an angel falls into physical form, because it's like, I don't want to serve these humans. I don't want to selflessly give from a silent place, from a place of not being seen, from the source, from a closer place of the source with less necessity. Instead of that, instead of giving from the silence and the darkness, the source like that, you want to be seen. You come into the light, so you stop seeing as much. You can't see as far. You can only see to the horizon from the human vessel. So that's what happens. That is the lust of certainty. People want that lust of certainty. That's where suicide comes from. That's why we kill ourselves slowly or fast. It's a lust of certainty, to know. So when an angel wants to know, or an angel feels as though they know, because there's levels to this. There's levels to selflessness. You know, you might be given from a point of the shadows, or a point of selflessness that is just above human, but there's a level above that you have to give even more to get to that level. But instead, you want to control what you want that to be seen. You want the credit for your control. You want you want to be praised. But there's no creation, because all creation is channeling, and there's only one mind. There's only one consciousness. There's only one energy, because there's no separation from one thing to the next. So that's really what divine union is anyway. It's realizing that you're in a relationship with all things. So you don't put any relationship above or below another one. And that goes for you too. Like, my tongue isn't more important than this. This isn't more important than that. You know, it's like Patrice says, you know, like, vagina is important, but it's not special. And it's kind of the same thing for everybody. Everybody is special, so we're not special. Like, all snowflakes are different, but they're all snowflakes. And I've said this mad times. So 2020 Tantra on Amazon. The info's in the description. Nice rambling for y'all. All objects are solidified breath. So are you going to just identify with a semi-solid that is processing semi-solids for eternity, or are you the driver? So ROYALT512@yahoo.com. Info in the description. TaylorBuff5 on Instagram. Check me out. Oh yeah, also, anybody that wants the books, again, they got the audio books. I'll be recording more audio books. Been in the studio a lot lately. Anybody, the next person that gets the books, the packages, there's 33 books and 2 audio books. The next person that gets that will essentially be paying for the next mix downs and the next studio session anyway. So thank you. Since that's already happening, I'm just saying thank you in advance. So yeah, man, that's where any of the creative energy that I'm getting from, like, production of books, I just put it back into music, or production of books, or audio books, or traveling to get more experiences so that I can channel more and go deeper within myself to bring more out, to keep doing this. So that's really about it. Everything's nonprofit. Everything is the giveth and the taketh. You are the prophet.